Digital Legacies: Stories of End-of-Life Planning for HIV-Positive Persons. The following are digital stories reflecting wishes about relationships and preferences in advanced care planning for death. They are diverse. Each story has a specific purpose and audience in mind. These digital stories are based on research interviews with persons living with HIV/AIDS, created and performed by actors to protect confidentiality. This compilation of digital stories is intended to enhance understanding of end-of-life needs and concerns specific to HIV illness. Moreover, these stories exemplify the diverse purposes of digital stories, including using them to educate healthcare professionals and community advocates, as well as sharing personal messages to loved ones. This digital production is intended for educational and research purposes.
Hi, this is Ethan Matthews. I'm making this video as a precaution, although if you're watching it, that means I've moved on and Diane has delivered it to you. So, first of all, thank you, Diane, my best friend, for fulfilling that request. I'm sure it was difficult. Because I don't have an estate large enough to justify hiring a lawyer to drop a will, I hope this video will do. If I do pass on, my first wish is that my family please be kind to Jason, no matter how you feel about our relationship. We've been together for 8 years, and if I had a friend that has supported me as much as he has, you'd be kind to them. So please respect that. It's also important that you know that it isn't his fault that I got sick. It was my fault, and he supported me and forgave me, and it's important that you know that. As far as all of my belongings and everything in my apartment, my valuables and my clothes, everything goes to Jason. We bought it all together, and as far as I'm concerned, it's all his. As for everything in my bank accounts and my pension, what I would like is for it to be evenly divided amongst my nephews and nieces, and the millions of dollars you'll receive, which is probably a couple thousand, is for it to be given to you while you are studying abroad when you are in college. And what I would like you to do with it is spend all of it on some sort of experience that you can have and know that I've contributed to. Maybe a Eurorail pass or a plane ticket or a really nice hotel. I hope you don't spend it on booze. I hope it's something meaningful that I can somehow be a part of. As far as services go, I think it's okay for my family and my friends to have separate services. I do hope there's music at both, and I hope that they are more of a celebration of the time we had together instead of focusing on the fact that I've moved on. As far as my body, I would like to be cremated, and I would like my ashes evenly split amongst my family and amongst Jason and my friends, and to be immediately spread in a river or in the ocean. I have always loved water, and water cycles on this planet, and it's everywhere, and I believe after I pass I will be everywhere, and I don't want you to feel like you have to go somewhere specific to visit me. I hope that you'll feel like I'm always with you. In closing, I want to say that the love we shared between us was never tangible. And just because I am no longer tangible doesn't mean that love doesn't exist as much as it always has. We haven't lost anything, and what we have will always be wonderful.
Growing up, my mother always warned me of the pain I would experience as I grew older. She reassured me that no matter how alone I felt, this pain is what made me human. It was my connection to those around me. The reason I was human. As a child, this sounded silly. I thought of this pain she spoke of as a scraped knee. Tender at first, itchy as it healed, and then a cool story to tell your friends. I couldn't imagine anything much worse than that. In my mind, pain was always on the surface, never internal. I grew up in a small town outside of Orlando with my 2 parents and our dog, Rebel. My parents lived in a yellow 2-story house with black shutters that they bought when I was born, and we lived about a block from my parents' friends and their son, Liam. At about age 16, Liam and I started dating, and continued to through graduation and into college. At the end of freshman year, I received acceptance to an internship in Chicago that I had applied for at the beginning of the term, and Liam was determined to get me to go celebrate. His friends informed me that he had started using heroin. I never saw him again. After I moved home for summer, I became horribly sick. My parents brought me to the ER where I got the news that I had contracted HIV. At first, I didn't believe it. I asked for the test to be run again and again and again until I was angry. When I started treatment, Mom gave me the same speech she gave me as a child. You're never alone. The pain you're feeling will always connect you to someone else. The fear, the anger, the sadness, it's all normal and valid and being felt by millions of other people in the world. You are never alone because you're human. You are never alone. I repeated the words to myself daily, but I never believed them. I gave up my internship. I didn't go back to school in the fall. All of my friends thought I was infectious and dangerous and slowly began to dwindle. The local doctors who gave me my medication treated me like an object, like something they just needed to patch the holes in for the time being. They just saw a young girl who had ruined her own life. And that was only the beginning. I encountered various kinds of people in the years to come. People who didn't understand. People who thought my presence was contagious. People who made vast assumptions about my home life. People who offered me hugs. People who had been born with the virus. People who needed hugs. People. I'm now 22 years old and I've come to terms with my disease. That's not to say that I am any better off than I was before or any more okay with what is happening to me. I'm going to die, but I will do so gracefully. I will prove to the world that the short time I am given is just as valid and important as the long lives that they were given. I will offer support to those like me who feel that no one understands, because even if I don't, I can still listen, because sometimes that's all you need. After all, we're human, so we're connected. I'm connected, because I'm still human.
What up, support group? It's me, Mikey. That is a selfie of me I just took right before I made this video. You know what they say, selfies are not narcissistic if they're totally rad. In all sincerity though, I wanted to thank you guys at the support group. You're my family, the leaders, the members. Thank you. I'm not really tight with my family, so I thought, like when I first had HIV, I felt like I would have no one to remember me, and like my life had no purpose. So thank you. That place is like my second home. In fact, like my first home, because here it's like just me and it's boring. But there I had people, and thank you for putting my Wonderwall idea into fruition. Ode to 90s music, rock and roll. You know I love it. So the Wonderwall will have like a wall of pictures. Whenever we lose someone, we'll put their picture up, we'll frame it, we'll decorate the frame, put a quote, like mine should have, where is it? Seahawks logo. and a quote like Total Radness, maybe some 90s music bands, whatever, and it should be totally rad. It kind of look like this, except for we won't have wires. It'll actually look like better. I made up like a will. It's completely unofficial here, but whatever. I'm Will & Ross on my music, my vinyl collection, which is so sweet. You're welcome. Do not sell it. It is worth a lot. I have like every album from the 90s of totally awesome bands. And I'm gonna will my Seahawks gear, what up, to Jordan. Think of me when you're watching the games. I'll be rooting from above. Go Hawks! And my camera, and to Carly, you're like my sister, you like to travel. That's something I wish I would have done. Like, I didn't get to see the world, and it sucks that I won't be able to, at least if you're watching this video, because I won't have traveled and I'll be dead. But travel around, take pictures, write my initials in the sand where you go, and then like in the afterlife, we'll look at the pictures together and talk about it. I want my money to go to the support group. Sorry there's not much of it, but I wanted to go to projects like Wonderwall. Took a break. I've been super sick and exhausted like a lot of us, and so major shout out goes to my spiritual mentor, Jamie. Everyone should be giving you a round of applause right now. You've helped me find peace and stay positive when I've been like scared, and you've been like a free therapist, and you're gorgeous, so I love spending time with you. I'm gonna miss you so much. The last thing I want to say is that I know I took a lot of risks, a lot of chances, some good, some bad, but the only thing we have to look back on our lives is our memories, and to create those memories you have to be spontaneous, like be adventurous. I don't remember what I did 10 days ago because it was probably stupid, but I remember the day I woke up at 6 a.m. to go hiking in the mountains, and it was amazing. So live it up, be smart, but anyway, thank you, support group. I'll be sending you love, and I think that's about it. Okay. One last selfie to remember me by. Alright, peace.
For Teresa and Raphael. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Desiderata, Max Ehrmann. Teresa, Raphael. I wanted to leave something special for you. I hope this will help you remember how much I love you both, and can be a little piece of me that you can carry with you always. There are so many things that I wish I could be there for you, to see you achieve your greatest victories, to be a shoulder for you to lean on in your greatest trials, to join you in your laughter, wipe away your tears, and be your guide when you feel lost. There are so many things that I wish I could be there to teach you, to help you learn without having to learn the hard way, to give you advice and offer you guidance. However, everything I could hope to teach you doesn't even come close to what I have learned from both of you. I know I've made plenty of mistakes, but I also know that in your greatest shadows in life, there must also be light. Raphael, your name means God has healed. Truly, you have healed me in a way I could never have imagined. Hearing your first cry, seeing your first smile, teaching you to tie your shoes, racing you all the way down the block and back, all the way to now riding shotgun while you log hours behind the wheel. You have made me so proud and have given me more than hope. You gave me purpose. Thank you for being such an awesome man of the house. I know you will continue to take good care of your little sis. Find someone who will make you happy and who you love to make happy. Teresa, you are my little angel. Your laugh is my summer and always brings out the sunshine on rainy days. I hope you will always continue to spot the rainbows or make your own throughout life. I hope that I will also get to be your guardian angel, as well as your mama. I know you will find your prince, and he will make you smile and laugh as much as running through the sprinklers. Remember to give Ruffy lots of bear hugs, and I give you full permission to use the tickle monster on him if he is not laughing enough. I wish so badly that I could take care of you both for longer and leave you with more. But know that you will have each other. I hope you both will be each other's biggest support. Cherish each other and capture life's moments, big and small. Remember to live life to the fullest by embracing the small moments, but planning for the future. Know that while I may be taken from you early, I will never leave you. A mother's love is everlasting. My greatest joy in life was getting to be your mom. I love you both to pieces.